soon as the shake was over, my wife immediately was on her phone calling our nanny, who was with our son, our Haitian nanny. And she was screaming, "My son, my son, my son, my son." And in my mind, I was thinking, he will be fine. You know, this collapses here in our office. It won't have been too much. He'll be fine. He's up on the mountain. He should be okay. There were thousands and thousands of Haitians who had come out of their collapsed homes, who were also in the street, completely traumatized and shocked. There were thousands praising God, there were thousands screaming and shouting, there were the first wounded were appearing on the sides of the streets. People were carrying out people from the rubble. And as we were walking up, there is one spot at the Montana Hotel where you could stop your car and look across the valley and see our apartment building, because it was a large 5-floor building with 10 apartments. And our first reaction was, no, it's not the right hill. It must be the next one. The building was not there.
Mais après, j'étais coincée, je pouvais, il y a des amis qui sont morts auprès de moi, je ne peux pas me mouvoir. Il y a ceux qui ne sont pas morts, je les entends crier, mais j'ai passé 2 jours, mais à chaque heure, c'est comme si ça taisait, on n'entend plus les voix, on n'entend personne. On était 127 dans la salle, il y a 4 qui sont sortis, il y a 3 qui sont amputés, moi seulement, je suis saine et sauve.
When I turned the other way around, I could see the portal of the entrance, which was still standing, and the UN flag. And then I could see Cynthia half buried. She was lying on her back, buried to here, and I could just see her head move, and I thought, oh, I can get her, and she's still alive. When I went to grab hold of her shoulders, she was wedged in there. I couldn't move her. And then she was complaining about pressure on her lungs, that she couldn't breathe, and her ribs. So I said, hang in there, I'll get some help.
Desde el momento en que había terminado el terremoto y habíamos visto cómo colapsaron los edificios, el temor era grande, el de no saber qué era lo que íbamos a ver, qué impresiones íbamos a ver. Entonces solamente estábamos esperando la voz de mando de nuestro comandante que lo dijo en su momento y dijo, equiparse, salimos. Pese a eso creo que ya no sentíamos si digamos esta persona estaba mal o solamente teníamos que hacer lo más rápido que podíamos, socorrer, ayudar, brindar los primeros auxilios. Los doctores veía que ponían sus analgésicos, todo era tratar de no permitir que sangren.
There were people, people just starting to collect. No one knew where to go. Then I saw our boss, David, come out, completely just sort of like stammering, and he was stammering and he said, the building's down, we had to climb out the window, everyone in that building is dead, they're dead. And I still couldn't believe it. And they turned on the generators because it was getting dark at that time, and the lights flooded what remained of our office building, and there was nothing there. There would be like a collective sort of gasp when somebody would come out on a stretcher, or they would carry them out, or some people walked out. You could almost hear, it was like a whisper or something, going through the crowd, like, who is it? Who is it? and people kind of straining to see if maybe it was one of theirs, it was someone that they knew or a loved one or a friend.